Anna, I don't do coffee dates. I don't do walking dates. I don't do last minute dates. Yeah.
What up, this is Solo Traveler ORD back with another video review. Of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell while you are here. So with this video review, I want to go over why dating in the West is still trash. Nothing has changed. It is what it is. And I got a slew of videos from women, of course, showing how bad it is in the West. Because we know the fact is, they have killed this whole dating experience. A lot of times they like to point it towards dating apps and things like this, but of course, it's more so on them because they're the ones that are making themselves available to be conquered in so many words. And so far, the ones that they are basically allowing to be conquered are not the right guys. And of course, they're blaming on the regular men. So let's go ahead and jump into these videos and let's go ahead and dissect all of the craziness, the BS that is going on in these videos. Check it out. So here's the first one. Do rich men date single moms? Nah, probably for fun, yeah. But for wifing, I mean, a lot of times these women, they get confused with catching a bamboo stick, then, getting married and things like that. So let's go ahead and check this out.
So I've noticed lately that broke men are trying to convince single mothers that rich men don't want them. And the funniest thing about that to me is the reasons are usually like, oh, it's so much harder, it's going to be more expensive. They're looking at the children as obstacles. They're looking at these women as used goods. And here's the thing. Successful men don't base what they want off of how easy it is to get it. In fact, in my experience, when there's a bit of a challenge, it's more exciting for them. They're not going to go with the easiest lay, right? They're going to go with someone that's interesting to them.
There's more to it. There's more nuance to just that. She's trying to make it seem like just because she made him play, just because she played hard to get, that's what makes her more valuable. It's more than that. It is what you show. It is how you act. It is your personality. It isn't because of the sex factor. That's not the reason. It's because of the fact that you may have shown something different, but with you having a child, it knocks you down. It knocks your level down a bit more than a woman who doesn't have children. Believe me, if I had a chance to choose between a woman without a child and a woman with a child, I'm choosing the woman without a child, point blank. That's just the way it is because I don't have to spend money on the child and so forth. There is more to it than just that.
And the qualities that make someone a good mother really makes them an interesting person and a really good partner too. So, food for thought. These broke guys, dusty guys, really shitty guys are gonna try to convince you that you're not worth as much because they're trying to get a baddie for a discount.
So now they are brokies and dusties. No, you're not a baddie if you have kids. I'm sorry. Keep it pushing. So we got another woman who's sitting here complaining about dating. Let's see what she got to say.
I did not expect for all of you guys to agree with me in my recent video about how hard it is to date. I was actually hoping for some advice, but apparently all of us are on the same boat and there's just no men out here to date. And that just leads me to the question of why. I know I'm picky as hell. Every one of my friends say how picky I am and how it's just it's gonna get me nowhere, and I get it, but I also know what I bring to the table, so I'm just you gotta be picky because I don't want to settle, and it's been this long, why would I settle? But what is it about these men out here that's causing all of us in the comment section to realize that we're all single? Doesn't that seem a little strange to everybody that there was so many people that were commenting that they were just single too, and they have been for many years, and it shouldn't be this hard, right? Where are the good men? Also,
all the good men are catching flights and leaving the United States. They're finding a better quality of women. That is what's going on. That is why most of y'all are single at this point. Ever since 2019, 2020, brothers done woke up and they said, we're out of here. We seen the writing on the wall. We see what is going on, and they got out.
The people in the comment section, men, that are giving us advice on why we're single, because, and then it like leads into something really rude and just like judgmental, you're the people we don't want to date.
Well, let me go ahead and answer some of her questions. For starters, number one, most of y'all women in the West are entitled. That is the biggest turnoff. Number two, a lot of you guys have bad attitudes. That's actually coupled with the whole fact of being entitled. Number three, a lot of you guys come with baggage, which a lot of men don't want that. Number four, a lot of you guys are 304s, done, you know, jumped on a lot of bamboo sticks here and there. Number five, the fact is there is the family courts law. A lot of brothers don't want to get caught up, get married, and get caught up in a situation that they have to pay alimony or whatever you think of, child support, dealing with you with your baggage or whatever. So there's a slew of reasons why men are like, you know what? Why am I going to continue being here when I could go elsewhere? And that is what a lot of men are starting to do now. Of course, there's other men that are starting to just check out and say they're done with women. They don't want to be bothered. And one thing is that once you stop dealing with women, especially in the West, you have a lot of money in your pocket. So once brothers start realizing that they have more money, that's what gets them to start traveling and do other things with their money to enjoy it on themselves. Move on.
Do we think 40 is too old to date a girl in their late 20s? Like, I'm 27, but my friend disagrees and she says I need someone younger to keep up with my lifestyle. But all the guys my age don't want to settle down, so here I am. What do we think? I think it's fine.
Yeah, that's the thing in the West. They have this thing about age gap dating, which is, it's funny because once you leave out of the West and go to other countries, that's actually a normal thing, because it's pretty normal for a man to make himself something, have money, then date someone younger who he could be with, and they live a good life together. Why would you want a woman, you know, a younger woman to date a younger guy who isn't ready, when most older men, once they get themselves established, they're ready to be serious to be with that one woman? So those are some of the reasons why. I don't have no issues with age gap dating at all. Not at all. And here goes more West stuff. It says your Middle Eastern family asks why you're still single.
And I don't do coffee dates. I don't do walking dates. I don't do last minute dates.
Yeah.
I don't do this. I need to see effort. He have to book very fine dining, like nice place. And
yeah, you gonna stay single. Brothers are waking up to the BS. You know, and this is why I tell brothers, man, do you. Don't be bothered with this. Go seek out options elsewhere.
Men with no hose. Where are you? What are you?
Gym, working, taking care of responsibilities and priorities, possibly building businesses, trying to leave behind a legacy, building the life that they want so they can establish the future necessary. And some of them are even so lost that they're kind of just trying to figure out what to do with their life. But a vast majority of the good men out there who don't have any hose, they're just doing life, and they're trying to do everything possible that they can in order to have a better quality of life, so that way they can have the future that they desire. And I would bet that every day that you go out, you probably pass one of those dudes, but they in their lane with their head down, minding their business, grinding and doing their thing, because they don't want to waste time or play games. And I would say a vast majority are probably waiting to find the right quality of woman to invest into, because like I said, they're tired of games.
Yep, they're keeping their head down, working, doing their thing, and they don't want to give up their money to just any old woman at all, just because she wants it. It don't work that way. Let's move on.
Controversial things that men, you should not be okay with your girlfriend doing. And if she does any of these, then you need to go ahead and dump her and move on with your life, because that's just bad energy. Number 1, dressing up better to go out with her girlfriends versus how she dresses when she goes on a date night with you. If this is the case and she's going out of her way to dress up like a Victoria's Secret model when she goes out, then I hate to break it to you, she's completely over you. And don't let her hit you with the excuse that, oh, it's just with the girls, I dress up for my girls. No, you do not dress up that good just for the girls when you have a whole man right next to you. So sorry. You just better pray that there's no ballers in the club, because I promise you their pockets are full grown and they're gonna steal your girl. Number 2 is her keeping in constant contact with her ex-boyfriend or ex-boyfriend. Men, if you're doing her right and treating her like an absolute princess, she has absolutely no desire to reach out to the men of her past.
I disagree with that. No, she still, if that is in her, she's still going to keep reaching out to them. It doesn't matter how good he treat her, doesn't matter how bad he treat her. If that is what she likes, if she likes that toxic environment dealing with her ex, she's always going to keep going back to him. Don't let these women try to lead you astray. If I tell you, brothers, man, these women here in the West, you don't want to continue being bothered with this. Keep it pushing.
At all. And I promise I do not care whatever excuse she comes up with. There is no reason that you should be tolerating that type of disrespect. And it should be mutual. And if it's a fairly new relationship, then I hate to break it to you, you're just the placeholder and she's going to go running back to him as soon as she gets the chance.
It's already in here. That's why. Yo, man, I tell you, brothers, catch that flight. Another service announcement. Check it out.
You want to come home happy? You want to come home to little to no arguments? You want to have a girl that you don't have to worry about another man stealing from you? Then you're looking for a traditional girl. But your chances of finding a traditional girl will increase if you're willing to play the role of a traditional guy. That means you have to be the breadwinner and so much other stuff that I talk about on my channel. Click the link in my bio and let's connect.
Right. Go check her out. Go see what's up with her. So I had to mute the original music to this because, you know, copyright situations, but check it out. A little eye candy. Yeah, that was some eye candy, except for the guys, of course. You know, we like to see the women over here. So let me know what you guys think about the videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. This is the Solo Traveler ORD, and I'm out.